السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له، ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. أما بعد، فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Respected listeners, last month I spoke on the topic of tazkiyah, the nurturing of the soul, and I promised that this month, inshallah, I would speak on the topic of the diseases of the heart. It's a natural follow-on to what I was mentioning last month, namely, we are who we are, not because of our bodies and our physical properties, but rather because of what and who we are within. It's not the body, the flesh, the blood, the bones that make us who we are. Rather, it's the spirit, the ruh, that resides in us. And in view of that, we should ensure that we don't neglect the essence of our existence, which is within the ruh, the spirit, not the body. Unfortunately, the rule of life is, and the custom of most people, is that we lavish attention on our bodies and neglect our spirits. In everything, including health. And when it comes to health, we're all very health conscious, or we like to be health conscious, we would like to be health conscious. The amount of money and time we spend on our bodies in terms of cosmetics, medicines, supplements, vitamins, good food, superfoods. Although we don't always succeed because the nafs gets the better of us, but to some degree at least, we would like to, and we do make an attempt to, remain healthy. Because we want to live. We want to live as long as possible. The love of life drives us to ensuring that we remain healthy so that we can live for longer. We eat healthily to live for long, to look good. We train, we exercise in order to again look good and to hopefully live for longer. But all of this, whether it's cosmetics, whether it's healthy eating, a healthy lifestyle, or fitness and exercise, diet and exercise, all of these things are geared towards maintaining the health or promoting the health of the body, not the spirit. And it's a huge industry. The fitness industry is worth billions. The health industry is worth billions. In fact, for most countries throughout the world, the greatest expenditure, in fact, not just countries, but for the majority of people across the globe, per head expenditure, both individually as well as collectively by governments, the highest expenditure is probably in the field of health. So it's a huge industry, and yet all of it is geared towards preserving just this physical body, which ultimately doesn't mean much because it's merely a box, a crate, a cage, a carriage, a packaging, a mode of transport. It's a vehicle. And how foolish would a person be if they got a car and starved themselves, literally, actually starved themselves in order to polish and paint the car. They remained unclothed, naked, in order to give the car a shine. They actually deprived themselves physically of food and starved in the process and weakened themselves, malnourished themselves in order to polish and clean and colour and paint their car. Who remained filthy and dirty, allowed grime, dirt and filth to accumulate on their bodies and became totally unkempt and dishevelled, merely to save time and money in order to spend that time and money on the car in polishing it, valeting it. What would we think of such a person? And yet that's exactly what we are doing with ourselves. The body is merely a mode of transport, a vehicle. And the real essence of life, the real passenger, the real person, the one or the thing that really matters is the ruh that lives within. And we are starving and neglecting that ruh. We are refusing to nourish it, to clothe it, to protect it, to maintain its health. We are allowing it to become sick, malnourished, and die a very slow death so that we can look after this vehicle. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He speaks of the hypocrites in the Qur'an, in fact right at the beginning of the Qur'an, after Surah Al-Fatiha, and at the beginning of Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the hypocrites, the munafiqun, for the first time in the Qur'an. And Allah describes them in the following words: في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا. That in their hearts there is a disease, there is a sickness. So Allah increased them in sickness.